This was like a suggestion. It's basically a video about all my gear and stuff. Um, this is probably the shittest amp I own by far. It's like 3 watt or 5 watt, and it sounds like crap, but I could play outside. Um, ooh, it's a big one. This is an Orange Crush, my bass amp. I got it fairly recently. It's a Glenn Hughes signature model with that on it. It's loud as hell. I really like it. 50 watt Orange Crush. This one's way lighter. This is my Line 6 Spider 4. It's the amp I've always used. The very first amp I ever got was it was a Gear for Music amp, and it was actually worse than this, and it was 15 watt. This is a 30 watt. My original one of these was 15 watt. I have it on the max highest channel for metal. I have max gain, middle bass, middle, max treble, and either no reverb or max reverb. And this is a very old amp, but it's reliable as hell. Alrighty. For guitars, coffin case for my BC Rich. This is my only classical guitar. My little brother gave me it. I don't even know what brand that is. Falcon. The action on this is dog shit. It's a classical. Let's see. This is my worst electric guitar. This is a Gear for Music. I bought it because I wanted a cheap guitar and because I like the shape. It's passive, and like my yellow bass I'll show you in a sec, this string doesn't want to pick up. It's just like muffled to hell. Alrighty. This is my second bass. I had a bass before this that was black, an SX bass, and my mom's sister threw it out because there were 2 strings missing and she didn't know. And the gig bag and the amplifier. This is a Clary, which I never heard of, but apparently I do. I picked yellow because until I got this, all my guitars were white or black. Alrighty. Cool. This is my Ibanez Dot 5-string. It's my only active instrument. This right here makes it passive, and then it activates the battery. 5-piece neck, bolt-on. This is where the battery is. It's a metallic blue deep ocean or something. And I really like that the headstock is the same color as the body, because I can't stand it when guitars like have a sick paint job, but then the guitar headstock's like black or whatever. That's my bass. This is my first guitar in the UK. My mom got it for me when I was on my 17th birthday, and I'm almost 32. This is a KKV Slayer signature model by Kerry King. It's got the KKV on the neck. Ooh. It was like this when I got it, and this side too is damaged. Apparently they're really hard to keep the headstocks intact because they're fragile. This was the very first guitar I properly learned stuff on. I did have a black Schecter, no, I had a Black Squire Stratocaster. My mom got me in the US when I was 15, but I never properly learned. This is the guitar I first started on. It has electrical issues where it doesn't pick up. Like, it'll sound like you're holding onto the cable, so I don't know what's wrong with it. But I've still got it after, like, what's it been? 15 years? 15 and a half years? Or something. Let's see. This one is my wife. It has suffered a lot of damage in its time. It's a neck through. The headstock is still in perfect condition, and it's a proper actual BC Rich. I got this by eating one week and not the next for 9 or 10 months straight, and that's how I saved up for it when I was a homeless teenager. The only problem with this guitar is the neck dive, but the neck on this is like second to none. I've never ever held a better guitar on the neck. Like, it's just something else. I accidentally stood on the jack when I was like 18, ripped the back out, had to get that fixed. The scratches are from my bullet belt, and it plays like no other guitar. But it neck dives, so that sucks. Let's see. And then this is my second most precious guitar. I got this from an old friend a long time ago. Before I moved here, I've been here for like 8 years, which is longer than either of the farms on their own. This is a Schecter Diamond Series Solo 6 limited edition, and it's pretty sweet. It's not neck heavy, so there's no neck dive, so it stays instead of holding it up when you're playing. But the neck doesn't feel as nice as the Draco. I don't know why, but the other one speaks to me. The Draco has Rockfield Fat Ass pickups, which means it was part of the original 100 that were made. This one has Seymour Duncans, which I reckon they sound nicer than the Rockfield Fat Ass, but these are cool. This is not a neck through. This is something else because it looks like it was like glued on there. But it's a pretty badass guitar. I like it. I like the binding. And yeah, that's all my instruments. I used to have a BC Rich War Beast Trace T that was stolen. The inlays on it were sick. They actually went from the top of the neck stock all the way down to the bottom where the pickups were. And it also had binding around the extreme shape of it. And I miss that guitar a lot. But shit happens. I'm going to attach my drum kit, which at the end of this video. It's Mapex Tornado. I have 14-inch handmade hi-hats by Stag. I've also got a Stag medium 22-inch ride and a Sabian 16-inch crash. And Remo drum heads, QT silencers. I got signature Korn drumsticks like David Silvera, but I really love their Vic Firth. They're the dipped ones in red, so they got grip on them always. You don't keep losing your sticks. With the wooden heads, A5 or A7, whichever one's thinner. And yeah, the double bass pedal is Mapex. The Mapex kit itself I got in 2011. And yeah, enjoy. Catch you guys later. I hope you like the video. Safe.